Did you know most people spend more money on healthy snacks than on the foods that actually build muscle? Walk down any grocery aisle and the label says protein, but the ingredient list says sugar, fillers, and a price tag that makes no sense. Meanwhile, the foods that actually build real, measurable muscle are sitting a few feet away, completely ignored. Today we're counting down 9 high-protein foods you should be eating more of, ranked from good all the way up to absolutely essential. Number 9 alone is going to change what's in your pantry by the end of this video. Let's get into it. Number 9. Pistachios. Most people treat pistachios as a snack for the couch, not the gym bag. That's underselling them badly. 1 ounce, about 49 kernels, delivers 6 grams of protein, which is one of the highest protein counts of any nut, gram for gram. Almonds, cashews, walnuts, none of them keep up. But the protein number isn't even the best part. Pistachios are also one of the richest nut sources of vitamin B6. And B6 isn't a bonus stat. It's the nutrient your body actually needs to convert the protein you eat into usable amino acids in the first place. You can eat all the protein you want, but without enough B6, some of it goes to waste. Here's the part that should actually bother you. A serving of pistachios costs about 25 cents if you buy them shelled in bulk. Compare that to a protein snack bar at the gas station running $2 to $3 for less usable protein and a sugar crash 30 minutes later. Keep a bag at your desk instead of chips. Keep a bag in the car. Keep a bag anywhere you're tempted to grab something processed instead. Small nut, bigger protein number than almost anyone expects. And if a snack food can quietly do that, wait until you hear what number 8 is doing in your fridge right now. Number 8. Skyr. Most people assume Greek yogurt is the ceiling for protein-rich dairy. It's not even close to the top. Skyr, the traditional Icelandic strained dairy product, edges past it. Gram for gram, Skyr runs higher in protein than Greek yogurt. Roughly 11 grams per 100 grams, compared to 9 to 10 grams for most Greek yogurts. That gap sounds small until you scale it up to a full container. Here's why the difference exists in the first place. Skyr goes through a more intense straining process than Greek yogurt, which is already strained more than regular yogurt. Each round of straining pulls out more whey and water, concentrating the protein that's left behind. It's not a marketing gimmick, it's just physics. A standard 6-ounce serving lands around 17 to 19 grams of protein for about $1. Eat it plain, add berries if you need sweetness. Skip the flavored cups sitting next to it on the shelf because most of them load in enough sugar to cancel out half the benefit. Skyr has been quietly outperforming the yogurt everyone's obsessed with, and most people have never even picked up a container. And if that surprised you, number 7 is going to change how you look at your own pantry. Number 7. Natural peanut butter. Not the kind with sugar and palm oil listed as the first 2 ingredients. That's dessert wearing a protein costume. The kind with 1 ingredient, peanuts. That's the one that actually works for you. 2 tablespoons give you 8 grams of protein, alongside healthy fats that do something most people never think about. Those fats help your body absorb the fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K from everything else on your plate that day. Eat a salad with fat-free dressing and you're leaving nutrients on the table. Add a spoonful of real peanut butter and suddenly your body can actually use what you just ate. The price makes the whole thing almost embarrassing. About 15 cents a serving, and a jar lasts weeks in the pantry without spoiling. Spread it on toast, blend it into a shake. Eat it straight off the spoon standing at the counter. No judgment here. It's cheap, it's shelf stable, and it's been sitting in your kitchen the entire time doing more work than you gave it credit for. But if peanut butter surprised you, number 6 is a food most people only think about once a year, around Halloween. Number 6, pumpkin seeds. Roasted pumpkin seeds, also called pepitas, deliver about 9 grams of protein per quarter cup. That's more protein per bite than most of the nuts sitting right next to them on the shelf. But protein isn't the headline here either. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest whole food sources of magnesium on the planet, and magnesium is not a minor player. It's directly involved in muscle contraction, in how your body regulates recovery, and in dozens of processes that determine whether your training actually turns into results or just turns into soreness. A huge number of people are quietly running low on it without ever connecting the dots to their stalled progress in the gym. A bag costs a few dollars and lasts for weeks without going bad. Sprinkle a handful on salads, stir them into oatmeal, or just eat them straight as a snack between meals. Everyone saves pumpkin seeds for 1 month out of the year, carved out of a jack-o'-lantern. Your muscles want them in rotation 12 months a year. And if a seed just quietly outperformed a protein bar, number 5 is going to genuinely annoy the supplement industry. Number 5, edamame. 1 cup of cooked edamame delivers 18 grams of complete protein, complete meaning all 9 essential amino acids, in a food that grows on a plant. Most plant proteins can't say that. Edamame can. Soy is also one of the better plant sources of leucine, the specific amino acid your body uses to actually trigger muscle protein synthesis. Now, to be straight with you, you do need a bigger serving of edamame than you would of meat to hit the same leucine threshold. That's just the honest math, and anyone who tells you otherwise is oversimplifying it. But within a normal day of eating, hitting that threshold from edamame alongside your other meals is completely realistic. A bag costs about $2 and steams in 5 minutes flat. Salt it lightly, eat it straight from the pod while it's still warm, and you've got a post-workout snack that costs less than a coffee and actually does something for you. 18 grams of protein, 5 minutes of prep, $2 a bag. That's not a snack. That's a strategy disguised as a snack. And if plants are keeping up this well, number 4 is about to remind everyone why animal protein still leads the pack. Number 4, duck breast. Duck breast gets filed away as fancy restaurant food, and that reputation alone is costing people real gains. A 4-ounce serving delivers around 24 grams of protein, right in line with chicken breast. But here's where duck actually separates itself. It's one of the richest sources of iron among poultry, running roughly 2 to 3 times the iron content of chicken breast, ounce for ounce. Iron isn't a background nutrient. It's what carries oxygen to the muscle tissue you're trying to break down and rebuild in the gym. Low iron means your muscles are working with a smaller oxygen supply, whether you notice it or not. Fatigue that people blame on bad sleep is sometimes just this. Score the skin in a crosshatch pattern, sear it fat side down in a cold pan, and you get a crispy, restaurant-quality, high-protein meal in about 10 minutes at home. It's genuinely not expensive at the butcher counter. It's just underused because people assume it belongs on a menu instead of a Tuesday dinner plate. 24 grams of protein and meaningfully more iron than the chicken breast everyone defaults to without thinking. And if duck just quietly won, number 3 is the seafood most people are too intimidated to cook at home. Number 3, shrimp. A 3-ounce serving of shrimp delivers 18 grams of protein for almost 0 fat and under 100 calories. That protein to calorie ratio is one of the best of any animal food you can buy, full stop. Shrimp is also one of the better seafood sources of selenium, a mineral that helps protect your muscle cells from the oxidative stress that hard training generates. Every serious workout creates some cellular damage as a byproduct. Selenium is part of the cleanup crew your body sends in afterward. And here's the part that should remove every excuse. Frozen shrimp costs a few dollars a bag and cooks in under 5 minutes straight from frozen. No thawing required, no prep skill required. 18 grams of protein, 5 minutes, dirt cheap, and it works in literally anything. Stir fries, pasta, tacos, a quick pan sear with garlic. Shrimp isn't intimidating, it's just misunderstood by people who've never actually tried cooking it. And if that felt efficient, number 2 is the protein source most gym goers already eat weekly without realizing how good it actually is. Number 2, turkey breast ground turkey, and turkey breasts deliver about 26 grams of protein per 3.5 ounce serving, with a fraction of the saturated fat you'd get from regular ground beef in the same portion. Turkey also carries a solid dose of B vitamins, especially niacin and B6, nutrients your body leans on to actually convert food into usable energy during the recovery window after training. This is the window where the real muscle building work happens, and it needs fuel just as much as your workout did. Buy it 93% lean and season it properly. Turkey's bad reputation exists almost entirely because people cook it bland and dry, then blame the meat instead of the method. 26 grams of protein, genuinely lean, and it costs less per pound than chicken breast in most grocery stores. Despite chicken getting all the attention, it's been sitting in the deli aisle the entire time, completely overlooked by people chasing more expensive options. Which brings us to number 1, the food most people are too squeamish to even try, and the one nutritionists have been quietly recommending for decades. Number 1. Oysters. A 3-ounce serving of oysters delivers around 8 grams of protein. On its own, that number wouldn't make this list, but the protein count was never the real story here. Oysters are the single richest natural food source of zinc on the planet. Not close to the richest, the richest. A single serving can cover several times your entire day's zinc requirement in one sitting, and zinc is not a footnote mineral. A 2022 systematic review published in the Journal of Trace Elements in Medicine and Biology looked across 38 separate studies and found the same pattern every single time. Low zinc status pulls testosterone down, and restoring zinc levels brings it back up. Zinc is also directly involved in muscle repair and in keeping your immune system functioning while you're training hard and putting your body under stress. This is why oysters have had a reputation for centuries, long before anyone had the research to explain why. The folklore turned out to be pointing at something real. A serving at the seafood counter runs a few dollars, and canned smoked oysters are even cheaper and shelf-stable for months. You genuinely don't need a raw bar experience. Canned works just as well nutritionally, and it's a lot less intimidating for a first try. Small food, massive mineral density, and almost nobody eats them on a regular basis. Here's the pattern across this entire list, and it's impossible to ignore once you see it. The foods that actually build the most muscle are almost never the ones being marketed to you with a flashy label and a premium price tag. They're sitting quietly in the seafood aisle, the seed section, the dairy case, waiting for someone to actually pick them up. The supplement industry spends billions convincing you that you need something fancier. Most of the time, you don't. Which one on this list are you adding to your cart this week? Drop it in the comments. I read every one. And if you want the full breakdown of how to combine these 9 foods into one complete day of eating, the next video walks through exactly that.